There are 7 days left to the termination of the use of the old 200, 500 and 1,000 Naira notes, following the introduction of new notes by the Central Bank of Nigeria. Since the central bank's announcement on this new monetary policy, federal lawmakers have been kicking against the move, describing it as hasty. Tuesday's plenary in the Senate was no exception, as senators argued for and against the extension of the deadline.
Mr. President, let me say to you, in my constituency, especially in my local government, 90% of the people have not seen the new notes at all. They have not had a glimpse of the new notes.
We cannot extend it. I want to assure you that there's no time we will reach and we say we are satisfied. So I want to oppose this motion. I want to stand with the CBN that the argument they have enunciated is good enough.
The Senate therefore resolves that the CBN should immediately extend the use of the old notes by 6 months. That is from January 31st to July 31st, 2023, with immediate effect.
In the lower chamber, the recommendation for extension of the deadline for the use of the old Naira notes is also 6 months, as lawmakers question the availability of the new notes as well.
Worried that due to inadequate sensitization and the rush in the implementation of the policy, the country is exposed to a situation whereby businesses are rejecting the old currencies. Today's newspapers are awash with the reportage of all these cases around the country.
As a result of Boko Haram insurgents, somebody that controls more than 5 filling stations, 10 tankers, is reduced to a beggar that he had to line up in an IDP camp to collect 20 or 10 kg of rice or guinea corn. And the little they have now to pick the pieces of their lives to go back to their constituents, so that at the end of the period, they can pick the pieces of their lives and continue. If on 31st January, this currency swap, is going to be stopped, and the old currency is going to be more or less a tissue paper, definitely we have a lot to lose, especially in the Northeast sub-region and Borno State in particular.
The House then resolves to set up a committee to meet with the bank operators and the Apex Bank on the availability of the new notes.
Somebody is not giving us the full story or the full picture. Is it the banks that are not telling us the truth and are hoarding the money? Or is it CBN that is actually not familiar with what has gone out and what hasn't gone out?
The House commends the policy but says its implementation is too abrupt and will be unfair to the incoming government. They go further to ask the president to intervene. Terry Ikumi, Channels Television News.